Yuval, welcome back to the channel. My name is David. We are vlogging today. So today's event is going to be fun. It's not a gig, it's a workshop. It's actually a music photography workshop that Nikon is hosting here in LA. And I registered a while back, so I finally got the email saying like, hey, you know, today's the day that we're hosting it, come on down. So very excited because as many of you know, I've been doing a lot of music photography the last year, and I'm still very new to the scene. So they're gonna go over not only the photography aspect of it, but also the business side of things, which is something I've been wanting to learn more about because, you know, I make money doing this for a living. So I want to know as much of the business and technical side of things as possible, because then that's also going to help me make more money and be more successful, book the bigger bands, blah, blah, blah. All right, heading down to the event. From what I saw in the email, there's about 100 people going to be in attendance. So it's going to be fun because I'm going to meet a bunch of new people and network with them. It's always a fun social aspect to these kind of events, but also they're going to provide all the equipment we're going to use today. So I'm going to be using a Z6 Mark III with the 24 to 70 2.8, which that lens is really good. I do miss having it when I had the Z8. But yeah, they're going to have tons of lenses and toys we could play with. And I'm hoping I could borrow a ZF again because I really, really enjoyed that camera. And I still want to get one eventually because I don't know, I kind of like the retro style cameras for street photography. I don't know, there's just something fun about it. But yeah, it's a great camera, and today's gonna be a fun event. So let's skip ahead with some driving B-roll. This is why you leave early in LA, because there's traffic everywhere. Alrighty, made it to the event. Found parking too, street parking, so I don't have to pay for anything, which is great. So you always want to get here early. And this actually is not that far from my friend's old studio out here in the Arts District in LA. So now I gotta figure out where I'm going and how to get inside. So let's figure that out. So I'm looking for unit 419. That's where the class is gonna be held. I also saw my friend Boston arrived as well, so I'm gonna link up with her and we'll see who else is here that I know. Oh yeah, look at all those Z6 Mark IIIs. So everyone kind of like bum rushed the table because they wanted the best lens, and I was able to scoop a 70-200, which I've never shot with before, so this was kind of fun. And then they kind of briefed us as far as like the workflow of the class. So they split us up into two groups. One was with Todd and musicians playing live music, and then the other one was with Michelle for portraiture. And it was fun because, you know, these girls were playing, and it was fun to get all the movement and action shots with the Z6 Mark III. The autofocus is really good on this camera. It feels exactly like the Z8, which is great because if you can't afford a Z8, this is a good option because it's only $2,500. And it was cool just playing with something different with the 70-200. I normally like to just shoot wider, but getting those close-ups was awesome. And Kenny's like, hey, I want to borrow the lens, so I borrowed the 85-1.8, and Todd changed the lighting again to kind of like challenge us. And I normally don't like the multicolored light setup. I think it's just not flattering on skin tones. I get that in live music you have no control over that, so I said, you know what, I'm going to shoot a little bit in black and white because black and white is fun. And then Todd changed the lighting again to continue to challenge us outside of the box and everything, and it was fun. It kind of kept us on our toes, and it was great. Then we went over to Michelle's section, hung out with some more friends, and we did some portraiture with a couple of models, and we just had a good time. I don't really shoot portraits, so I don't really know exactly what the hell I was doing, but it was fun to kind of just think outside of the box, get a little creative, and just kind of like, you know, flex that creative muscle that I normally don't flex. You know, it's like when you go to the gym and you do nothing but upper body, then you have to start doing squats. Yeah, that's kind of like how it felt. But this was so much fun. It was great to just play around. Then the last section was some natural light portraiture, which was awesome because we had really good lighting in the windows. And after that, we just returned the cameras because it was almost at the end of the class, and then we just had a quick Q&A with Todd and Michelle, and that was the day. All right, that's a wrap for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was a blast. I've never done a seminar before, and I learned so much about the business of music photography in general. I made some new friends, and it was great. It was just fun to be here and connect with so many people. Nikon, Joel, and Stephanie, thank you so much for sending me the invite and the recommendation. I had a blast. Todd and Michelle, thank you so much for hosting the class and just sharing your experience and knowledge with us. It was amazing. With that said, thank you for watching today's video. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. Follow me on Instagram at DeloVisuals. I'm going to be posting a lot of the photos from today on there. And I'll see you in the next video. Hasta luego.